And what's going on, everybody? Blake here, and we are in the Spirit A32NX, parked in Fort Lauderdale, getting ready to do a shared cockpit up to Orlando with my good buddy Reo. Reo, say hello to everyone.
Hello, everybody. Hopefully you have fun.
Reo's from Africa, so you'll notice his very unique and amazing accent.
Oh, Lord.
Let's see, just going to do something up here real quick. Alright, so just give a little brief rundown on, and Rio, check your Discord real quick, sent you a little private message. Yeah, so I'm going to do a brief little rundown. We're going to do Lauderdale to Orlando, quick little 40-ish minute flight. Orlando is landing to the north, so that'll help us get in a little bit faster. Yeah, as it says in the description, we are planning on trying to replicate, eventually, V1 Simulation's shared cockpit flight from Dallas to LA. So this is the very beginning of our practice, and probably going to be a somewhat long road till we feel like we have perfected this enough to actually pursue the replication of the flight. So yeah, so we're both flight dispatchers at a U.S. Part 121 airline, and we've had quite a bit of time in the jump seat of airliners like the Airbus and many other different types of aircraft. We're somewhat versed on how these things go, but again, we're not real world pilots. So be nice in the comments, because I'm sure there's going to be plenty of things that we mess up. That's kind of the whole point of this. We want to bring everybody along to join us on our road of progression to being able to conduct a cockpit environment somewhat close of what a real flight crew would do. Also, keep in mind that all standard operating procedures are different at different airlines. We're going to do what we know best and what we see the most. So you might see us start engine 1, whereas you may have seen another engine start engine 2 first, etc. So anyways, the aircraft is already prepped. We're going to fly the ARCS 4 ARCS to the Baron 4 into Orlando, cruising altitude of flight level 220. It's going to be a pretty quick flight. We're going to try to conduct this as realistic as possible, in the sense that we're going to maintain sterile cockpit up until 10,000 feet, and then from there we can chit chat about whatever else. But in the sterile cockpit environment, if there's anything pertaining to the flight that needs to be said, we can say it under 10,000 feet. Alright, so I think everything is set. Rio, how you looking over there? You look like you're about ready to roll.
Hey, I'm good. Let's go.
Alright, let's we'll run through a quick little departure brief. Bring the charts down. And again, I'm not a real world pilot, so this is not all going to be perfect. It might be a little long-winded. Yeah, it's not showing me in the right spot where we're parked. But anyways, we're parked down here. And the default scenery is gate 110. Real world would be like gate golf like 16 or something like that. Anyways, so we are planning to depart on runway 10 left. Current ATIS is also showing that the airport is configured for 10 left, 10 right departures and arrivals. So we're going to push out, taxi down Tango 8 to Quebec, and then up to Bravo 1 short of 10 left. We are going to be departing on the ARCS 4. We'll climb via the SID, their initial altitude. Oh, I see. The charts is dead. We'll restart. That's why I was messing up. And of course, once we sign in, this is the second time it's done this today. Super obnoxious. Anyways, yeah. So we'll climb the ARCS 4. Our initial altitude is 3,000 feet, and we do have some weather in the area. we'll double check the ATIS. Last I saw, had low level wind shear advisories, got some thunderstorms in the area. Same as en route and around the Orlando area. There we go. Now we got our charts looking good. So let's see. So Reo for I'll be the pilot flying. You'll be the pilot monitoring. We are not on BATSIM. There is no live ATC because we are not to that level yet. So anything before V1, we'll stop the airplane and assess there. After V1, we're going flying, and we'll assess whatever problems that we have once safely in the air and configured as such. Do you have any questions?
No questions.
All right. Hit that beacon. Disconnect ground power.
Beacon is
Tugs connected. All right. So let's do before start checklist all the way.
before start checklist all the way. Maintenance log and tail.
Onboard and checked.
Onboard and check. Copy preparations.
Complete.
Complete gapping and covers removed. Signs on and auto. Ideas nav. Fuel 12.1 required. We have 13.1 on board. Altimeters.
Just a real quick correction. I'm showing. Make sure you're seeing the same on yours. I got 13.6 on board. Is your airplane showing?
Let me double check. Oh no. Yeah. Correction. It's a 13.6 on board. That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
All right. We stopped at altimeters.
Altimeter's 3002 set.
3002 set EFB.
Checked.
EFB checked. Windows, doors, and slides.
Closed and on.
Closing. The beacon is on. Thrust levers idle. Parking brake is off. Transponder auto. Before start checklist all the way is complete.
Alrighty. I think we are ready to push. Parking brakes are released.
Parking brakes released.
And we'll start to push back. And so everybody, him and I are both flying with the Thrustmaster TCA quadrant. We have found that we typically, if he releases the brakes, I got to do the same on my end. So you might see some anomalies with a little extra flap movage, stuff like that. It's just us trying to keep our stuff all synced. All right, Reo, if you would, sir, you can start engine 1.
Starting engine number 1.
Sir, and showing a good start on engine 1. You can go ahead and start engine number 2.
Starting engine number 2.
Set parking brakes.
That brake is set.
we'll go with the after start checklist.
After start checklist, engine anti-ice is off, yellow electric pump off, radar trim is 0. After start checklist is complete.
Alrighty. Alright, we'll release the brakes.
Parking brake is released.
And we'll do a brake pressure check.
Pressure green.
Nice. Well, we'll get up here on the straighter part of Tango 8. We'll do a quick flight controls check. Alright, flight controls.
Flight controls. Full lift. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Full down. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Alright, so flight controls checks complete. Alright, go ahead and do your before takeoff flow.
Before takeoff flow.
Make sure you check that up recam whenever you're done.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was looking at.
All right, ready for a mini brief?
I am ready. Go ahead.
All right, going to taxi down Bravo short, or to Bravo 1 short of runway 10 left. We are going to be climbing on the ARCS 4 departure up to 3,000 initial altitude. Latest ATIS does not call for any low-level wind shear anymore, so we'll stick with our flex takeoff. And again, anything before V1, we'll stop on the runway and assess the issue there, and then after V1, we're going flying and assessing problems there. We are under max landing weight, so coming back will not be an issue. Do you have any questions?
No questions. Press go.
All right, before takeoff checklist to the line.
Before takeoff checklist to the line, gross weight comparison is complete. Pitch trim 30% CG set. V1, VR, V2 flex.
V1 130, VR 131, V2 135, flex 45.
V1 130, VR 1, V1 130, VR 131, V2 135, flex 45. Set flight instruments.
Go back up one.
Oh, flaps.
Flaps config 2.
Config 2. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. ECAM memo.
Takeoff all green.
Takeoff for green. ECAM status checked. PW is on auto. TCAS, code set TARA. Cabin crew advised. Mean brief is complete before takeoff checklist or... Oh no, we're going on takeoff runway.
No, just to the line.
It's to the line. Okay, before takeoff checklist to the line is complete.
Thank you, sir. And in the real world, the mini brief would be done by the pilot monitoring, because you got the pilot flying who's taxiing, which at our company is always the left seater. They're always doing the taxiing. But just for so I can be a little bit faster at it than the mini brief. All right, Rio, let's do before takeoff checklist below the line.
Before takeoff checklist below the run takeoff runway.
Runway 10 left confirmed.
10 left confirmed. The fuel we let me just minimize this. The fuel we required is 121, and we have 131 on board. Engine mode selector is normal. Breed packs set. Before takeoff checklist below the line is complete.
All right, just to confirm, our main takeoff fuel is 12.1, and we've got 13.5 on board.
That is correct.
All right. Looks like we are clear on the approach.
Clear left.
Clear right. Let's rock and roll.
Approaching runway 10 left.
All right, so we'll be looking for a lineup heading
8,900 feet remaining.
96 degrees. Put me in nav mode, please, sir.
Okay, here we go.
SRS out of this blue.
100 knots. B1, rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Now.
The takeoff checklist is complete.
Thrust climb. Speed, Alt Star, flaps 1.
Speed check, flaps 1.
And flaps up.
Speed check, flaps up.
Alt.
All right, correction. After takeoff checklist is complete.
Good job. flight level 110.
110 blue.
11 blue. And put me into an open climb, please. Thrust climb, open climb.
Nice.
Getting a lot of feedback on your end.
Let's see something here. Is number one. How about now?
Sounds good.
Awesome. C10.
10,000. Hit that dinger for me, please, sir. Speed Alt Star.
Sorry, say that again. I could be here.
Ding the flight attendants for me, please.
I got you.
And give me flight level 190.
190 blue.
19 blue. Alright, we'll go autopilot 1 on. And we'll go open climb. Thrust climb, open climb. So far, it's not too bad. There's a couple things out of order, but that's not a big deal.
Fixed.
Now let's see how bad we'll mess this up coming into land.
Yeah, I think you're gonna do such a great job. Not worried about that.
Let's see. Route's looking good.
Looks beautiful out here.
Looks like there might be some pretty big cells. What is that? Near arcs. Depending on how tall those tops are, might have to do a little deviating over there.
Yeah, I see that.
The tops on this stuff ahead of us.
Could be a factor. Yeah.
So the ATIS that I have pulled from over in Lauderdale, showing info Charlie at 1853 Zulu. It's 2019, so there's definitely a new one out. I'll go ahead and pull that one since we'll be landing during that, unless there's any specials that come out, but we'll be landing during that one.
Okay.
That's to Venus. Bravo. Before we go standard, I'm gonna set it to Orlando's. There we go. All right, 18 standard.
Climbing through transition altitude.
18 standard, I see.
All right, sir. Be giving me final cruise flight level 220. Actually, you know what? Since I'm flying now, I'm the one that does that. Disregard. All right,
Go ahead.
22 blue.
22 blue.
Thrust climb, open climb. Alright, so
Yeah.
we got info Delta in Orlando. It's a 1953 Zulu. Winds 310 at 5 knots, 10 statute miles, thunderstorms. Scattered at 7,500 CVs. Scattered at 9,000, broken 13,000, broken 25,000. Temperature's 30, dew point 19, altimeter 3000. So for our remarks, we got lightning distant to the southeast and west. Occasional lightning, cloud to ground, in cloud lightning. To the southeast, southwest, west, thunderstorms in southeast, southwest, west, moving northeast. Vicinity showers to the southeast. So there's a lot of stuff going on in Orlando right now. Simultaneous approaches and
Yeah.
side left from 35 right, which is what we want to see. And no wind shear advisories at this time.
Destination ATIS 121.2.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put in the arrival info, and then I'll let you do it next. I think that's where our stuff gets out of sync.
Yep, I see you on the approach page.
Oh, well, shoot. We should
So
be
I
good.
think we're thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should be good.
better
Yep.
than last time.
Wow. Yeah, better than
was
last time. I see your input.
18,000. Temperature is 30. Altimeter is 3000. Planning a Cat 1, 200 foot minimums. Nice.
Awesome.
All right, so far it's been pretty smooth. Think we should let them up.
Yeah, I should let him know. It's smooth sailing.
All right, I'll let you
Beautiful.
do that. I'm gonna handle this anti-ice.
Roger that.
All right, so we're not too far out. So let's. I'm gonna go ahead and do the best rendition of an approach brief that I can think of. Oh man, looking at ForeFlight with live weather right now, there is 2 large cells right over the field. Or
No,
just
let me
about
see.
over the field. All right, so planning the preparing for arrival. Landing to the north. So we can expect 8,000 feet at Barron. From there, we'll be on the approach. No other crossing constraints. Let me get the right chart pulled up. I was still planning for south arrival. Let's see. Charts. Approach. 5 right. Alright, so for the ILS from a 35 right, ILS frequency is 111.15. Final approach course is 5 degrees. Final approach fix is Hughes at 1,600 feet. Touchdown zone is 90 feet. If we go miss, we'll climb to 500, then a climbing right turn to 3,000. Outbound on the Orlando VOR. Radio of 140 to Presque. Intercept DME 16.2 Orlando VOR and hold. We'll continue in the climb to 3,000. We do have a standard 30-degree glide slope with approach lights Pappy on the right. And again, if we go miss, we'll climb to 500, climbing right turn to 3,000 on an Orlando VOR. Radio of 140 to Presque. Our minimums, 200 foot decision height with half a mile viz. As of right now, we have both. Could possibly see some pockets of reduced visibility if we fly through any isolated or scattered rain showers. So once we land, we will aim for we'll aim to exit on Juliet, and we'll come straight across down the bridge, left on Lima, Kilo, cross runway 17 right, Hotel 1. If we were trying to be real realistic, we'd have to go all the way over to Airside 3 to park. But we'll probably just go straight over to Airside 2. And we got severe icing. Ignition is on, wing anti-ice is on. And
Good job.
clear that out. Cool, so obviously threats, no terrain. Possible low-level wind shear, thunderstorms in the area. Will more than likely be a wet runway. We've got about 9,000 feet of runway, so we'll plan for a low auto brake. Other than that, I think that about sums it up. Got any questions?
No questions. Thank you very much.
Hey, you are most definitely welcome, sir. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and push my ILS push button. We're planning the ILS. Let's see how much further we got to go. We're 98 miles.
Yep.
In a straight line, we're looking at 93 miles. We'll be at 8,000 at Barron. 2220. Trying to think of when we should start our descent.
You got it.
Yeah, some FOUR, man. That all the input. You're just gonna let the captain. Well, I guess I'm not technically the captain if I'm sitting in the right seat, but pilot flying just get crucified.
You're getting crucified today.
Man,
Next time it'll be me. No worries. Nobody cares about FO. Oh,
Hey,
did you see the lightning show?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, Lord, amazing.
Look, I'm gonna start a new slogan: "Make FOs great again."
Listen,
Sure,
FOs get disrespected all the times. We're good.
I'm sure Sully would argue for his FO.
Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah, we got a big old flash of lightning in the windscreen.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. It's a beautiful light show out there.
We're about 55 miles ish from Barron. I'm gonna go ahead and start working our way down and get out of some of this stuff. All right, so Reo, here's a good little question for you.
Go ahead.
If you are shooting a gap between two thunderstorm cells, how big of a gap would you prefer to have?
That's a very, very, very good question. It depends because most of the times, like, I mean, as long as the aircraft can pass through, mostly, I mean, I don't want to crucify anybody here, but if they're able to pass through any wider gap that the aircraft can be able to fly through, they pass through. But as far as the actual gap, I'm trying to remember. I think it has to be.
Let me ask you like this: if you're gonna pass,
Yeah.
if you're gonna fly past one thunderstorm cell, how far away from that thunderstorm cell would you want to be?
It depends. I think you have to be 10 nautical miles away or 5.
Try a little bit further.
Don't put me on the map here. What
20 nautical miles is what you would prefer.
was it? Yeah, I think that's what I said. Did I say 20? Oh, 10. I did say 10. It's 20. Okay.
Yeah, so if you're shooting a gap between two, one on each side, how big of a gap do you want?
I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time. I think it has to be 20, like you said, right? 20?
For one. 20 miles from one thunderstorm off one wing.
Okay, so it has to be 40.
There you go, yeah. So if you want another 20 miles off your right wing, so you need a gap of at
Yeah,
least
that's
40
40.
miles.
Okay, that's simple math. I should have figured that out early.
Somebody told me that not too long ago. Where it was.
No, it's because I don't know. Again, it all depends to the pilots who are flying, what they've seen, and
Transition.
yeah. So it all depends to the pilots, because they're the ones who are flying the aircraft. So they have to assess to see the situation and then be able to penetrate the gap. But mostly, I mean, if you want to put it to the book, you're 100%
the
right.
gap. All right. So we've started our way down. We've just crossed transition altitude. We got altimeter set to 300 for Orlando's latest ATIS. So let's go ahead and do the approach checklist.
All right. Approach checklist briefing is complete. Approach stable by
1,090 feet.
1,090 feet. ECAM status checked. Seatbelts. Let's double check. Seatbelt sign should go on right now.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Seatbelt sign is on. Minimums.
200 feet set.
200 feet set. Engine under ice 1 and 2.
On for now.
On. Altimeters.
Altimeter's 300. How many zeros? 30 00. Let's say it that way. 30 00 set.
That is correct. 300 set. Approach checklist is complete.
Alright, so it's time to get serious. This stuff up ahead don't look too nice.
It looks gnarly.
Let's slow our descent rate. We're coming down a little fast. Last thing I really want to do right now is get stuck low in this mess. And that'd be purely my fault.
Absolutely.
We'll get rocked.
Bring the captain.
Alright, so it says ice is not detected, so we'll turn this stuff off.
Turn them off. Roger that.
Yeah, I mean, earlier for a second we were in like some kind of a light layer, but
yeah,
when that ice stuff kicked off, when the warnings kicked off, we weren't in anything. No visible moisture, nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're about 25 miles from Bayern.
I see that. Yeah, it looks like there's a few isolating thunderstorms up ahead. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, we're going to get rocked. What I could do is swing a little bit to the right of this couple sails in front of us.
Yeah.
What's indicating on this radar clouds.
I'm looking at that still. Let's say that is at 12 o'clock. If we can try as much as we can to avoid that, probably do a deviation to the right.
Yeah, I agree.
Get a 5-mile deviation to the right. That'll work perfectly. There you go, sir.
That looks good.
That looks amazing.
I have been told by some of the crews that especially when Orlando is landing to the north like they are right now, on the band 4, ATC typically drops them down low pretty early compared to what like their VNAV would tell them to do.
And why is that?
I don't know. It's just an ATC thing. You know, every airport's got their own little special stuff that controllers do. There's always a reason for it.
It makes sense sometimes when they're trying to expedite descent rate for flights, because probably there's so much traffic coming in and they're trying to expedite you to get in as much as as fast as they can. Probably, I don't know, maybe.
One funny little thing that ATC does in Orlando, when landing to the south, if you're landing on runway 3, what is it? Look at the chart. Let's see. If you're landing 18 right, that brings you right over Orlando Executive. And so what they do is they hold you at 3,000 feet until you cross Orlando Executive, and then you have to somewhat make a slightly steep little nose dive to join back up on the glass up on the ILS. I did that one time in a 7.5, and it was interesting to say the least.
Yeah, it sounds interesting indeed.
You definitely have to be prepared.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold us at 10,000 and bleed the speed off. Yeah, you definitely have to be ready for it, and as soon as you cross Orlando Executive, gear down and get configured, get dirtied up to really fight off that speed. I can't remember what kind of descent rate they were on, but it was at least double what you would typically want.
Yeah,
I was going crazy. My roommate just got home.
Oh, that sounds challenging though. I mean, for pilots flying, it's like you gotta be on your P's and Q's. You gotta be right on point.
And apparently that's that's something they do every time. Alt-Star.
Yeah.
That's something they do every time on that on that runway. So I mean, any pilots that go into Orlando know about it.
It's I see 10.
Yep, 10,000. We'll go back to sterile. Out pretty good. We're staying in all these little gaps.
Yeah, you do such a great job. Absolutely.
Alt-Star. We are breaking the speed law a little bit, but meh.
Hey. Happens in real world.
Alt. Man, I'll tell you what, this is a long time to is what, about 15-ish miles, about 14 miles until our next fix. Let's see what altitude should we be at on there? 5,000. So we'll go ahead and start descent down to 5. This airplane just keeps on speeding up.
I see Lucifer falling from the skies everywhere.
You see what falling from the sky?
I don't know if you know. Lucifer.
What is that?
I don't know if you know what that means. Lightning.
Oh. I see it, but I see
Never
lightning. I
mind.
don't see Lucifer.
You don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind.
Was that like African saying for lightning or what?
No, because say Lucifer fell from the ground, from the heavens in form of a lightning or whatever it is. So when somebody says, "I see Lucifer falling from the sky," pretty much talking about lightning. Proud to tell you that.
Oh, okay. Learn something new every day.
Yeah. There you go.
Sir, I'll take flaps 1, please.
Speed check flaps 1.
And go ahead and start our way down to 4,000. Sir, if you could, real quick, shoot off for the latest Orlando weather. We don't need the ATIS, but just the weather.
Just the weather for Orlando. Stand by one. Let me see. So right now we are showing 8 statue miles, light thunderstorms in the area. Brooklyn at 8,500, Brooklyn at 18,000, Brooklyn at 25,000, temperatures 23, dew point 21, altimeter is 3002. That's what I am showing for now, so it's good weather.
Copy that, thank you, sir. Go ahead and activate the approach phase.
Activate the approach.
Lokestar.
Try it on your side because it's not working on my side.
It looks like it's already activated. Cool. Alright. I had it tracking the localizer, and then I was getting a weird second line on the ND. It looks like I got it to go away. I cleared the, I put it back in the nav, and then
See that?
got back.
Yeah, that's very strange. Small minor bugs that have to be fixed. That's what it is. I know I'm
Flaps
supposed
two.
to be in step. Speed check, flaps 2.
Climb slope star.
$2,500.
All right, gear down.
Gear down.
That was weird. Our landing lights weren't right, even though I'd hit them on the keyboard. Flaps full.
Speed check, flaps full.
And we're clear to land.
Plate launch.
Landing
Okay.
checklist.
Landing checklist. Cabin crew has been advised. Auto thrust.
Speed.
Speed. Auto brakes. We have low. Eco memo.
Landing all green.
Landing on green gear.
Down.
Down signs.
On auto.
On and auto ground spurs.
Armed.
Armed flaps.
Config full.
Config full. Landing checklist is complete.
Alright, so we need to be stable by 1,090 feet. Got the runway in sight.
I see the runway.
And stable. These trees are thrown off the radio altimeter.
2 mile final runway 35 right.
And just as a friendly reminder, don't forget your timer after we come out of reverse.
That is absolutely true.
Above. 300. 300. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10, 5.
Whereas he's here.
There it goes. Thought my chart's messed up again. Alright, okay, clean up.
Oh. Yes, sir. It is cleaned up now.
Come on, man.
We do it. Yeah, I'll just let you do that.
You do the rest. Alright, hopefully these cars don't hit us and make the sim read a crash.
I see that. Like, what is going on up here? Somebody's trying to commit suicide, man.
Pretty sure that's JetBlue's hangar to the right, ain't it?
Yeah, yes. Great landings, by the way.
Thank you. Okay. For some reason, my spoilers came back up.
Huh. I see them off on my side. It's
Yeah,
just a
I just
check.
turned them
Bring them
off.
down. Okay.
Or disarmed them. Don't forget your after landing silent checkoff or checklist.
That is absolutely true. I did it, and the after landing checklist is complete.
Thanks, sir. All right, clear right.
Clear left.
Approaching runway 17 right. Entered runway 17 right. 9,900 feet remaining.
And clear left.
Clear to the right. Righty tighty.
Right. Oh, Orlando looks beautiful. I just love that foggy look.
As low clouds.
Yeah. Kind of looks like foggy. Yeah, it's low clouds.
And so for our viewers, we turned off all live traffic and all the airplanes at the gates just to help our frame rates. That's why the airport looks a little bit dead. Alright, sir, hit that yellow electric pump and shut down engine 2.
Alrighty.
What is my roommate doing? It sounds like she's banging on something.
Whoa. Slow your roll. I might want to go and check on that.
Maintain your
Don't get me
military
started.
bearing, sir.
Don't get me started.
Maintain your military bearing. You'll get on your face and you'll push your way to Mexico. Alright, would you mind killing the taxi and turn off lights, please?
No problem.
Turn them off.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Good. My mouse takes a little bit. Since my mouse is slow like a rat. Actually, a rat is a little bit faster than my mouse.
I just never know if our stuff's in sync or not, so I just call out what I see. That way we know we're.
Because we're testing this, so yeah, it's a good question. I have to make sure that things are synced.
And that'll work. Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Alright. And shut down engine 1.
Shutting down number 1.
Continue. Alrighty. Parking checklist.
Parking checklist. Slides.
Disarmed.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Set.
Ice protection.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Yellow electric pump.
Off.
Choke signal.
Received.
Parking brake.
Parking brake is on.
Parking checklist is complete.
Alright, let's call up the Senior Jet Bridge.
The Senior
So
Jet
we're gonna get these
Bleed.
folks Well, man, I have to say that was it went better than I thought it was going to. It went pretty smooth.
It's my first time streaming, guys. So I mean, we're going to fix this, and at the same time, before we close this, just want to give a shout out to Fly by Wire. This is a very great equipment that you have on here. Of course, a few bags to fix here and there, but I'll enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So again, just like he said, Fly by Wire making amazing progress on this airplane. My hopes and dreams were shot whenever I got in the default Airbus and saw what little functionality there was, and it's been awesome to update this airplane every couple of days and get all kinds of amazing new features and stuff like that. So thanks to Fly by Wire. Shout out to all the guys who have made their way big doing what we're trying to do, like A320 Sim Pilot V1 simulations, Flight Deck 2 Sim, Cap Canada, all those guys. Really
Don't forget my
inspiring.
man XP1972,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Can't forget him. Yeah, these guys really paving the way for a lot of folks to watch and learn and grow the community. The bigger the community gets, I think me and Reo have been flying sims since 2009, right out of high school. I mean, if it wasn't for flight sims, I wouldn't be working in the aviation industry at all. I never thought I was smart enough to do it, and getting on the flight sim and learning that, hey, I can figure out airplanes, has ultimately led to where I am, along with a few other things like Air Force definitely helped, and some mentors in my life. So yeah, the bigger the community gets, the more awesome that this platform turns out to be. So thanks to all those guys. Thanks to anybody who actually watches this, and we hope that you click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see the next time that we do this, and the more that we can progress and get better at this. And hopefully in the near future we'll take on V1 simulations, same flight that they did in a shared cockpit. Hopefully we can amount to something close to that. And I just messed my sim up because I left my drone camera in Fort Lauderdale.
Just to add on what Blake said, I mean, not much to add, but yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching our content. We'll be coming up with a lot of content. Hopefully you guys are having fun with this, and don't forget to don't click it, smash that like button, subscribe, and we'll be coming up with great content. And once again, guys, thank you for watching this. Good day.
Alright, everybody, y'all have a good one. Now I gotta figure out how to close out the screen.